Getting ready for daybreak here. To the bottom left of the map, we have in green our talent player for the Fnatic team. He is still kicking. He's
Fnatic alive.
Yeah.
In the lead, 1-0 against his opponent. Being strong in the last game. To the top right though, we have starting for the StarTale team. Think Pink. This is
Tati Pati.
First player with a nice performance. In the end, it was not enough. It was a very close game, though. We'll find out if Parting is able to tie the series and force game number 3, or if Fnatic Alive is going to take it 2-0.
Yeah, this is the potentially deciding game here. Alive really got to pull out all the stops if he wants to take this early Code S spot. Parting not going to let him do that easily, though. Parting may double expand on this map as well. And it looks like he's going to go for Nexus first, that's for sure.
Yeah, how he queued up probes. This is definitely what he's not going to do as he starts with his gateway.
14 gate, a little bit late. Getting some extra probes out, though.
And Alive with the normal barracks. He's not proxying it, something that he likes to do. This was the style that he used to do on Daybreak every single time. He still does it, but not on this map anymore. There are some other maps sometimes where he pulls it off, where he tries to scout what his opponent is doing early on, and then if there's Nexus first, he's gonna punish it. But on Daybreak, this build that he basically started is pretty rare.
Yeah, and Alive not taking any gases, really indicating he's going to 1-Rex expand. We're going to see a pretty standard opener from both players here. Parting with a late gas. Going to go Nexus before core. You can do this when you get that late gateway. You have a few extra minerals, those extra probes, and also it of course delays your core, but it's not something he's going to need really against a 1-Rex expand. Somewhat of a gamble, but just ever so slightly.
I'm really interested to see what they're going to do right now on this map. The last game was so close, and I think that you are right. If you would have sacked the base with all the harvesters that he had 2 additional bases to the left.
Yeah.
So buying time was important, but at the same time he could have, I think, just transferred a few of the probes, fought a little bit, not commit too much, just trying to buy time and retreat. If he gets those warp ins, then with the income that he had, he will be able to overwhelm Alive.
His 3-3 was almost finished too during all those fights. It was right after the fights ended and it looked like Alive was the victor. It was like boom, boom, 3-3 finishes right then. So if he could have held off things a little bit until then, would have been great for him. I like that probe attack there. Gets a few hit points off of that Marine. So many players just skip that. And when you're going to lose your probe no matter what, you just attack the Marine, damage it.
With Alive losing his 4th base on the last map, he was completely down in income. He didn't have anything anymore. Parting was so far ahead with the additional bases that he had, but it was just like, as you said, every single time he warped units in, it was it was just not enough. It was a little bit too few units, so he could not make it work. But well, this is the second game, this is Daybreak, so we start anew, and let's see what Parting is going to do here. Adding the second gate up here, just trying to hide it a little bit.
Yeah, going to go up to 3 gates, it looks like, put 3 gate pressure on before he gets his robo. This is pretty normal.
I think he's going to add another gate.
Yeah, he may. He may actually do that.
That is 4 gates.
So 2 base, 4 gate pressure coming out from Parting. Parting loves to expand and attack at the same time. As a Pro S, you oftentimes have this option. That's something that can catch players off guard. For example, Alive hasn't made a bunker right now, and that's going to be something that he wants to get pretty soon. Going to deny this scout. Really, really nice. Boom.
Not a happy SCV.
I love to see players have their units, Marines, Stalkers, what have you, all over the map to stop this. Pylon hidden at the top. Now this can be used later to find drops, but it could be used for something else right now as well. This is kind of a weird timing for him to try to hide Dark Templar, for example, but we'll see. He left the probe there, which I find a little bit odd.
At this point, we have Parting without additional... There they are. Going back to the probe production. Just a hiccup.
Warping in 3 Zealots at that pylon. Not a very forward pylon. This is interesting.
Hey there. Alive with the Marine scouting, and he sees... Oh, and he's trying to hide the rest of his army. Did he see it? I actually don't think so.
He didn't see it, yeah.
But it was really well done. He saw that the units were walking in, and then he just catches all of them, including the Stoiler shooting and retreats, and is like, okay, the rest of you, shush, just go behind the smoke screen so that I can't
and
hide you.
This is stressful for Alive right now because he now knows that something is coming since he saw the probe. He's making a bunker, but it may be too late. Oh, Guardian
bunker.
Shield.
Second bunker is built, the Guardian Shield is up, he's walking in right now, the Zealots force the Marines back. Here come the SCVs though, the bunkers had to be cancelled.
And where is the probe? The probe didn't make that pylon that was queued up, so he doesn't warp in close. He's actually going to warp in fairly far away. This gives Alive a little bit more time, but he may just die here, actually.
Alive is in trouble. Here come the SCVs, but the Marines... Does he have enough? How many does he have? He has 10 right now. And we have Parting going for
+1 air attack.
Upgrade. Exactly. Oh, he's
What does it mean?
He holds. He holds. The probe was not able to make the second pylon.
He's still in a vulnerable spot. A lot of these Marines have low hit points. And double forge going down. The air upgrade must be a mistake.
I think so too.
He may have tried to make a probe at that Nexus, press E, and then actually started that. Unless he's really planning on a Phoenix Colossus composition later on. I don't think so.
That does not make any sense.
Well, not with the Twilight Council
and
going
double
down.
forge.
Yeah.
That is a lot of gas that he invests.
Now he's got 300 spare gas right now, I suppose. He can't fight this anymore, even if he wants to. It's just too many units. Stim
he
and
has
medevacs
300 gas, but just think about how much production he just added. He's going for charge now. He will add +1/+1 the forges. At the same time, he will be on 7 gates, warp in units. So this gas will be gone in just a few seconds. This +1 attack upgrade for A units was probably not intentional.
Well, it's going to finish. If he doesn't cancel it within the next 40 in-game seconds.
Unless even the Templar Archive.
Yeah, he's... Unless he goes for... I'm not going there. He gets the Arbiter Tribunal soon and starts making Arbiters. He's like, my Arbiters are a support unit, but I just want to make sure that they can fight too. This is a weird engagement that we're seeing here. Doesn't have any ranged units with this, so he can't actually fight.
Oh, he catches the drop. And the drop actually goes down. Only 3 Marines dropped. Well done by Parting. At the right spot, the right time.
Alive will get chased away with that small group of units he had at the natural as well. Charge is going to finish here, and the upgrades right now for Alive's bio are non-existent. He doesn't have an engineering bay at all. He hasn't even made one.
And this is exactly the problem that we talked about earlier. Alive usually with a very early engineering base so that he does not fall behind in upgrades, but this time this is exactly what's going to happen. With the early double forge for Parting, he will have very strong gateway units. He's going for the Templar tech now. Storm is already on its way, and +1/+1 is going to finish even before Alive has his engineering base ready. He's just building them.
Yeah. They're way late, and this is what happens when you get behind in workers so much. You lose so much economy. 53 probes to 41 SCVs right now. He just doesn't have the economy to get them up earlier. Oh, and Alive actually moving out here. A little bit caught. Taking a few too many hits on that medevac, but he's going to be okay defensively here. He doesn't need to pull his SCVs so prematurely.
The base is building, and we have one SCV going for the attack immediately. Well,
got taken out by a Zealot.
Poor SCV.
Well, at this point, Caldor, we're just going to see Storm finish, and Alive is in rough shape. Parting can basically kill him in any way he wants to now.
If he has a good position, he will definitely be able to do this. Parting has his third base on his way. We have the third for Alive. And Alive now with the double upgrades, but at this time, if we chrono boost, Parting will be so far ahead in upgrades, it's not even funny.
Well, the double forges are in their accelerated state right now, moving really fast. He's actually going to potentially even get 2-2 before 1-1 finishes for Alive. This was a bit overzealous by these Zealots, getting caught, and no concussive shells on the Marauders. That's something that's really important he has forgotten. Storm is ready, and he's got 4 Templar with Storm ready.
He might not even wait for +2/+2. If he attacks now, he still has the upgrade advantage.
Alive has a small drop set up to go for a run by at the third base, but it looks like Parting is actually going to sweep that location first. No?
He has the third now, he can fall back here. Alive, on the other hand, is going for the Ghost Academy. He wants to make sure that he has the Ghost in the game, that he has EMPs and snipes against the High Templars.
And the drop gets spotted. He has to lift up and get out.
Would help him a lot, of course, with the feedback against the Medivacs.
Yeah, that's a really good point as well. He's got several stalkers set up in his main base to catch drops that come from that location. 2-2 is going to finish here for Alive just seconds before, or rather 1-1's going to finish for Alive just seconds before 2-2 finishes for Parting. 4 more gates getting added here. And we saw him do this last game with adding the 4 gateways and then not attacking, but rather just holding another base and attacking Alive's third. So he may do just that again. Feedback can be used on this Medivac.
Oh, wow, no, that was
that was so sloppy. I cannot believe that, actually.
That was really unfortunate. He just didn't see it, and he's moved him to the right side. He did not actually think that there was a...
You know what's funny is he must have been controlling that on the minimap because he repeatedly moved the tempo left and right before actually attacking there. It was as if he just wasn't looking, but he was controlling the tempo. Or if he was looking, that would have been... There's no way. I just can't believe that was what the case was. And yeah, those units are on they're on his hotkeys, so that must have been what it was on the minimap, controlling them. Here we go. Storms are going to be great here.
Ouch.
2 of them immediately, and if he gets 2 more, this entire army will disappear.
One at the choke point.
He wants to.
He wants to, but he's out of range.
Oh my god.
Ouch. That is a lot of hurt. That's a world of pain for Alive now. He's down in supply, and Parting is on the move. +2 is done for Parting. 1-1 for Alive. Alive tries to defend here. The Storms are not ready. He doesn't have the energy. Morphs into an Archon.
Yeah, EMP is hitting some of these stalkers. Storm goes down again, and Alive he's not going to be able to recover from this one very easily. Ghost cloaking on the way, but 2-2 is late.
4th base now for Parting as he takes down Alive's third. Another Storm hits home. He does not have enough.
No. The Stalkers can continue to chase here. They do not have Blink, but he picks off the Medivac, and now he's just going to get out of here.
His Storms are like his Seeker missile. They target on, they lock in on the army, and then they go off. No way for Alive to dodge them. Not in this game. Not against the Party Storm. GG. And the series is tied. Parting looking quite happy with this win. Like, okay, 1-1. Let's go into the third.
Yeah. And the games that we just saw were, I would say that Parting looked dominant even in the first game. He had a few mistakes and Alive capitalized on them. But it just goes to show these guys are pretty evenly matched. I think Parting may be able to close out this series though. The way he played in that game, he looked really, really good. The next map is going to be a similar designed map, but it's a lot bigger. It's going to be Atlanta Spaceship.
With the original attack that Parting ran, he was able to take down a lot of the economy of the Alive. He's pressured him really hard, and he capitalized on it. Parting even already preparing the transition for carriers with a +1 attack upgrade. Joking, of course.
Yeah, I don't know what that actually... I don't even know what that actually, like... I guess it was just a mistake.
It was a misclick. He misclicked. Well, both of them waiting for the countdown.
And it hasn't started yet, but both of them saying that they are in fact ready in the chat. GG is called by Parting. And any second now, the game will begin. Time is up. You guys don't have any more time to get ready. Alive, man, every time in the booth, he's just like staring off into space.
Spaced out, exactly.
Yeah. He's like thinking about that girl he had a crush on in 5th grade for some reason right now, and he's like, wait a minute, okay, all right, I gotta go back into this game, all right. I'm playing against Parting, it's game 3, I want to be in Code S. Why am I thinking about Susie right now? I gotta get into this. Here we go.
Susie?
Yeah, Susie, man, he's thinking about Susie right now, but he doesn't have time. The map is loaded. Parting against Alive. Only one of these players will go straight into Code S. The other one will be dropped into the jaws of the up and down matches. Let's find out who it's going to be on Atlanta Spaceship.